In 1969, Whittaker introduced a five-kingdom classification system. This system divided organisms into five kingdoms: Monera, Protista, Fungi, Animalia, and Plantae. Fungi and certain members of Monera and Protista are no longer included in Kingdom Plantae. Cyanobacteria are no longer classified as algae. Classification systems have evolved over time from artificial systems to natural systems. Natural systems consider internal features like ultrastructure and anatomy. Today, phylogenetic systems are the standard, grouping organisms by evolutionary relationships. Other approaches include numerical taxonomy, cytotaxonomy, and chemotaxonomy, which use computers, chromosomes, and chemical constituents to classify organisms. Algae are simple organisms that live mainly in water. They can also grow on stones, soils, and wood. Some algae even partner with fungi or animals. Algae come in many forms, from tiny colonies to large marine kelps. They reproduce in different ways, including fragmentation and producing spores. Algae play a crucial role in the ecosystem, producing oxygen and forming the base of aquatic food chains. They also provide valuable products like algin and agar. Scientists group algae into three main types based on their pigments: green, brown, and red. Each type has distinct characteristics, such as the types of chlorophyll they contain and how they store energy. Bryophytes are plants that live in soil but need water to reproduce. They thrive in damp, humid areas and help other plants grow on bare rocks and soil. Bryophytes have a simple body with no true roots, stems, or leaves. They reproduce sexually using specialized organs. The process starts when male cells are released into water and reach the female organ, forming a zygote. This zygote grows into a new plant that stays attached to the parent plant. Bryophytes are an important food source for animals and help prevent soil erosion. They come in two main types: liverworts and mosses, which have different body shapes and ways of reproducing. Pteridophytes are vascular plants, including horsetails and ferns. They were the first terrestrial plants with vascular tissues like xylem and phloem. These plants typically grow in cool, damp, shady places. People use them for medicine, soil binding, and decoration. Pteridophytes have two main phases: the sporophyte and the gametophyte. The sporophyte has roots, stems, and leaves with vascular tissues. The gametophyte is small, free-living, and needs cool, damp conditions. There are two types of spore production: homosporous and heterosporous. Heterosporous plants produce two distinct spore types, like Selaginella and Salvinia. Pteridophytes are classified into four main classes: Solopsida, Lycopsida, Sphenopsida, and Pteropsida. Each class includes different types of plants, such as Solopta, Selaginoa, Equisedum, and ferns like Dryopteris and Adiantum. Gymnosperms are plants with exposed ovules, not enclosed by an ovary wall. They are called naked seeded plants. These plants grow as trees or shrubs, with sequoia being one of the tallest tree species. Their roots and stems vary, with some having taproots or special associations with other organisms. Leaves also vary from simple to compound and are adapted to extreme conditions. Gymnosperms produce cones with sporangia, where microspores and megaspores develop. Fertilization occurs when pollen grains reach the ovule, and the resulting zygote develops into a seed. The male and female gametophytes remain within the sporangia, not living independently. Angiosperms are flowering plants that produce pollen and ovules in flowers. Their seeds are enclosed in fruits. They can be found in many habitats around the world. Angiosperms come in a wide range of sizes, from small to over 100 meters tall. They provide food, fuel, and other essential products. There are two main types of angiosperms: dicots and monocots. Dicots have two seed parts and net-veined leaves. Monocots have one seed part and parallel-veined leaves. Examples of dicots include roses and sunflowers. Examples of monocots include grasses and orchids. These differences help identify and classify flowering plants. Plant divisions show a clear progression from simple aquatic life to complex land plants. Algae live in water and lack vascular tissues, seeds, and flowers. Bryophytes, like mosses, moved onto land but need moist conditions and lack vascular tissues and seeds. Pteridophytes, such as ferns, have dominant sporophytes and vascular tissues, but produce spores, not seeds. Gymnosperms, including conifers, are fully terrestrial with dominant sporophytes and vascular tissues, producing naked seeds. Angiosperms, the flowering plants, are the most complex, with dominant sporophytes, vascular tissues, seeds and fruit, and flowers for reproduction. This division includes most modern plants. A thallid body means a plant lacks true roots, stems, and leaves. In mosses, spores develop into a protonema stage before growing into mature plants. The plant life cycle has two phases: the sporophyte and the gametophyte. The sporophyte produces spores, while the gametophyte produces gametes. The male sex organ is called the antheridium, and the female sex organ is called the archegonium. Some plants reproduce asexually using zoospores. Chloroplasts may contain pyrenoids, which store protein and starch. Seed plants have cone-like structures called strobili, which bear sporophylls. Pollination occurs when pollen reaches ovules, followed by fertilization when gametes fuse. The developing embryo is nourished by the cotyledon, or seed leaf. Plant evolution started with algae, simple aquatic organisms that perform photosynthesis in water. From water, plants moved to land with bryophytes, the first land plants. These plants still depend on water for reproduction. Next came pteridophytes, which developed vascular tissue and true roots, stems, and leaves. This allowed them to grow taller and access water and nutrients more efficiently. Gymnosperms followed, introducing naked seeds and pollen tubes. Angiosperms then appeared with enclosed seeds, flowers, and fruits. Each division built upon the previous one, with key adaptations like vascular tissue, seeds, and flowers. These adaptations enabled plants to colonize diverse environments and spread across the plant.